Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Gaary and Roamin podcast, featuring Roamin the Paladin, Snoopy of Washington,
Can't breathe. Oh my god!
and that little black guy everyone knows and loves, Gaary.
And it has keys. What are the keys for? I don't know.
Oh, keys to what?
And now, for your listening pleasure, take it away, Roamin.
Okay. Stupid picture. Okay, so this list that we're going to do is actually inspired by my boss at work, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Wow. Okay, this is, stop
it
ruining
Jeff
my
or is it
idea.
Jeff?
This is something I was going to talk about later on, about us charging for shout-outs. And if maybe people give us $1, we'll yell out their name or something. Yeah? Okay. But anyways, the list that he got all excited about coming up with was things that MacGyver would use. But we were kind of thinking about it. We couldn't really kind of work that out there. So we've changed it. We make it items, the hardest items that MacGyver would be able to use for whatever it is that MacGyver does.
Items MacGyver can't
or a
use.
material.
MacGyver can't use. Hey, that's an even better way of putting it. Okay, and for those who don't know or weren't watching TV during the late 80s, early 90s, MacGyver is a guy, he's a really smart guy. He did bomb disposal. He was a freelance for the Phoenix Corporation, which is this magical company that apparently is involved in everything.
Are they located in Phoenix?
They actually, surprisingly, are not. But basically, he used his mind to create little intricate devices.
He didn't use his mind, he used his hands.
He used his mind
God
to come up
damn
with
it, Gaary.
plans for Gaary. God. And if you could see my hands, I'm actually making the intricate device hand gesture. And he uses them to get out of whatever situation. He's trapped in a cave, trapped in a ice cave, trapped in a closet. He gets trapped a lot of places. So he's not so good at getting in out of bad situations without weird shit to help him out.
So, the hardest items for MacGyver to use to, for anything. So,
Yes.
like a string, MacGyver could use it to, tie things together to make a bomb, all sorts of stuff. But this is the hardest thing, and then
The cat's cradle.
yeah,
Tie his shoe.
Wait, why doesn't he already have shoestrings?
Should we make a general situation MacGyver is in? I know we didn't really talk about it, but could we collaborate?
that's too
That's
difficult giving.
bad.
Yeah, I think that's too difficult to try and fit everything within that. But as you can see, MacGyver has a wide range of fans. He's got Gmail, is very popular amongst them, and crossbow fanatics with what the fuck is that on his shoulder? Like seriously, it's like a big ass rabbit, but it's sitting like a panda. It's so confusing. And Hitler's emails, god damn it.
Okay.
All right, Rob. Wait, hold on. You were really stoked about your last one. Do you want to go
Mine's
last?
good. I'll go last.
Okay. Gaary, how do you feel? Wait, you know what? I'm gonna go first because I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
Wait, before you get started, I'd just like to point out what was on that guy's
No,
shoulder.
no, I did not start the honorable mentions. Dude,
That was what was on the guy's shoulder.
Why are we starting with a Furby?
That's a furry. That's what was on the guy's shoulder, just in case anybody wanted to know.
Is this yours? MacGyver can't use a
No.
Furby? Is this your honorable mention? It's a terrible honorable mention, Gaary.
All right, here's my honorable mention. Okay, crap! I thought I uploaded a Furby.
That was good, Gaary.
That was awesome. Okay, gun. MacGyver is horrible with guns. He's afraid of them. I think he thinks they give him herpes or something. The man does not know how to use a gun. He can't shoot. The most he could do is hope to use the spring inside to poke someone's eye out or something, or maybe throw the bullets at somebody. But a gun itself, he is pretty useless with. That's my honorable mention.
I'm not even going to comment because it's just your honorable mention. I'm just going to save the arguments because you just gave him a gun and said he can't use it.
It's MacGyver.
It's not that MacGyver can't use a gun, it's that he doesn't need to.
No. Actually, there's plenty of times he could have used a gun. You know what he did? He threw it off to the side and screamed like a girl. MacGyver doesn't use guns.
Plus, he could take it apart and build so many things out of it.
Okay, I already get the little spring. Okay, boom, boom.
All right. Just All
Okay.
right, just go with your
So
actual one.
My actual number 3. I just want to throw the gun in there. Okay, the actual number 3, this is our friend Polio. So MacGyver would not really be able to do anything if he had polio virus.
So you gave him.
God damn it.
You know, I really thought of just saying cancer, but I was like, that's really stupid. I was like, I could just put AIDS on the list. MacGyver couldn't do anything if he had AIDS, except cure it. But this is even worse, because MacGyver could cure this, because it's already cured.
Wait, who says he has access to the vaccine?
Well,
Jesus!
it's not going to instantly kill him. Like, MacGyver couldn't do anything with the chicken pox. What would
Now,
he do?
hold on.
Would he go home and just be sick for a day? Exactly.
Put some calamine on those little fuckers. No, the whole point was the vaccine. This is a tool that he has. So MacGyver has a vial of the polio vaccine.
Not the
What the hell is he gonna do with it?
Look,
He has a polio vaccine. By the way, since we already talked about it, there is a vaccine for it. But this is the actual virus, not the vaccine. So we can't even cure polio with this. He just can give polio to people who are already immune to it.
But you can give it to people that are immune to it? That's kind of the definition of immunity, you know?
He can't. Exactly. That's the
Okay.
thing. Yeah, no. If you're in a fireproof suit, if I throw fire at you, it doesn't affect you. This is the hardest items for MacGyver to use.
you know, I thought about going with whole AIDS.
I actually
cancer.
come up with this, so Gary said, so could it be anything?
That's when I thought of AIDS and cancer. Yeah, that's when
no.
I have no comment for this one. If you gave him a virus, I really hope all three of yours are not microorganisms. Like, I really hope you don't say it's a grain of salt. A
He
piece
can't
of
even say
sand.
it. He'll probably drop it.
God,
The world's tiniest violin.
all right, Gary, you're number 3.
I'll tell you right now, you're not going to like my number 3.
No, I don't like the red.
Because it's basically Roman's marble.
What?
A gun.
Why is there a bird on the top?
Why is there a fort? What are you gonna...
I don't know what you're talking about. That gun clearly has a Swiss Army knife attached to it. He could use that.
And it has keys.
It's
What are the keys for? I don't know.
Well, keys to what? Who cares if you have keys? I have keys. So fucking what?
I just wanted a gun because I knew that he didn't like
lights.
guns.
No, that's 3.
This is the most badass gun ever.
Damn it. Wait, that's another one.
Probably a night vision scope too.
Oh God.
How do you even fold the Swiss Army knife together? That doesn't make any sense at all. That's definitely photoshopped.
Craig Rowan, it's definitely photoshopped. I'm glad we concluded that.
Oh God.
Oh man.
All right, Gary. What situation?
Oh God, I can't breathe.
I feel bad for people that actually aren't watching this; they're just listening to it. Oh God,
They wouldn't see the picture. That'd be terrible.
Maybe you should go into depth on what the picture is for them.
Well, it's a
I
gun.
want to try to describe it.
It's a gun with a Swiss Army knife attached to it, with a
9
bird.
lights.
With
and a bird. I like the. Oh, hey, look! Good thing he's got a compass on.
What direction is the bad guy? South. I got him. Oh boy. All right. Well, I think we didn't really cover the gun, but
Oh, I guess you extrapolated on gun a little bit there, Gary.
Well, same reason with you. He doesn't like guns. He'll just like throw them away.
Yes, MacGyver would definitely
I
throw
didn't-
his gun away. Excellent, excellent call.
guns in general, maybe. This gun, I think you could use it. I think there's a couple things you can come up with.
This one's funny. It's way funnier than the picture Roman posted.
I will give you that. It is way funnier than the picture Roman indeed posted.
Yes. If only I knew we were posting funny pictures of guns. I didn't know that was the topic.
It was the
My
guns.
apologies.
That'll be next week. Funniest pictures of guns.
Oh my god, I was thinking of another top 3 list.
Totally kill you guys on that.
We could do
You guys
top
suck
3
at picture
numbers.
finding.
Do what?
Do numbers.
Numbers of what?
Top 3 numbers.
69.
God damn. That list does. Oh, there'd have to be a lot of drinking for that. I don't even know how you argue what how bad
7.
it is.
Fuck you. 7's shitty.
You picked 7. Well, I picked 30, asshole. That's like 3 sevens.
30's not even a prime number, fag.
Well, 7's not divisible by 2, moron. 7's not even divisible. I can divide 30 by 2 and 3 and 5 and 30 and 6
10.
10 and 15 and 30.
This is what we're doing. We're doing multiplication tables now.
Educational. Take notes.
We get funding if we do educational podcasts. There's got to be a grant for that.
Oh, God.
What kind of educational merit does yours have? Well, we yell at each other about numbers. What do you mean? Well,
We showed numbers that are divisible. We did it once. My number 3, a wiffle bat.
are you serious? He can hit somebody in the nuts with it.
It's
Have you not seen
wiffle bat,
American
dude.
Funniest Home Videos?
You can hit me in the nuts all you want with a wiffle bat.
Challenge accepted.
Really?
I will see
You
you
are
in
not-
Florida, friend. Gary,
You are not.
that. You got
I'm
to.
gonna buy like 18 wiffle ball bats.
Why would you
Rob's
need
gonna have a
18?
terrible week.
What, are you going to wear them down?
There's going to be a lot of us there.
A cheap plastic. You can't injure someone with it.
What are your balls made out of that they're impervious to fucking
I don't know if we're
cheap
thinking of the same wiffle bats. Like, if you try to hit me with a wiffle bat, you might as well try to hit me with a piece of styrofoam. Because that's a wiffle bat.
No, styrofoam breaks.
In fact, I think I'm going to change it to styrofoam you could use to hurt people. Like their ears. I hate it when people rub styrofoam together. Wiffle bat, you
What
can't.
kind of sensitive little girl are you?
Dude, are you telling me you don't have any sounds that bother your ears?
None of them as gay as rubbing styrofoam together.
Oh, God, even thinking about it hurts my ears.
Ooh, you know what hurts my ears is rubbing your nails on the chalkboard. But even worse is if you imagine if your teeth were dragging on the chalkboard.
Oh, God. Stop watching your podcast when you do that shit. Oh.
God damn it! That gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. Oh. Oh God! All right, is it my turn?
Yes.
Let's get rid of this wiffle ball bat. That can be used as a weapon. Okay, now this is not the original image, but because the original image actually says, I hate niggers. Because Bruce Willis is in Harlem with this sandwich board. So if Macgyver had a sandwich board that said, I hate niggers, I think that would be one of the most useless objects for him to use.
It's a board, though. He could use it as a sled.
You could use it as a life raft.
Until a
life
black
raft?
person sees them and then they attack them.
On a life raft, on a sled. Why are there black people on a fucking snow mountain?
Oh, black people don't travel now, huh? They all just stay in the ghetto and be poor.
Well, you know, snow and water, that's pretty much the two places you won't find black people.
Except New Orleans. You like how I said it very, very low?
Yeah, just
Because I already knew that it was bad. I accepted by
Apparently
saying
black
I'm a
are
bad
here.
person.
So if we say things
Oh.
quietly, it'll be okay. Oh shit! Whatever black viewers we have, we just lost them.
Oh. There's no way. We've already had, like, racism flags. We did an entire podcast where Gary picked black people and said he wanted to cut them to give them AIDS.
Only one person had AIDS. And actually, one of them was gay, and that was the white guy. Look, we're trying to come up with things that are incredibly useless to MacGyver, okay? I'm just saying, racist sandwich
board. A board with straps on it.
A racist board.
Who cares if it's racist? You can just take some, like, jungle berries and rub out the ink. And he's good.
Now he has jungle berries available to him? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize he had anything he wanted.
Is your comeback for everything we use against this going to be a racist dilemma? Is that what it is? He could use the board to build a house. A racist house? For black people. Is that right, Rob? You hate black people.
Well, the black people think MacGyver hates him because he's using a racist board to help.
God damn it.
It originally was going to be a jacket that says I hate black people, but I couldn't find an image of that. Then I realized Die Hard 3 had one. I thought the jacket would have been way better, but see, that's what you can't Google. You can't Google I hate black people jacket. It does not show up.
I'll try and find it.
God damn it. That's hella spooky, man.
Okay. My number 2 or 1?
Number 2 now.
Why did we go with the black background? What the hell happened there?
Ow! My number 2, since this list is already turning out horrible. I thought you were proud of your lists.
I was proud of my list.
Number 2
is MacGyver himself.
A haircut. Look at this. Look at this hair.
Are you serious? How did this go from one of the best potential lists to just horrible?
I don't think I'm gonna have the best list this week. That's the sad thing.
No, are you kidding me? What could MacGyver do with a new haircut? Exactly. His hair's perfect the way it is. If someone was like, "Here, I'm gonna give you a free haircut, MacGyver," you just turn it down. He can't use that. Speechless. Bam.
Hold on. How did you pick a new haircut, yet you didn't like polio?
No, I did like polio. That's why I didn't pick it. I didn't pick it because I thought of, you know why I didn't pick it? Because I thought of the haircut thing. And I was like, you know what? The haircut thing's even worse. Because at least polio, it's going to be like, oh, you're right, you win. But with a haircut, it's like, God damn it, Rob.
Jesus Christ. I hope we can recover from this. I really do.
Yeah.
Gary.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
My number 1's perfect.
Yeah, fuck you, drop. Oh shit, he's my boss. I shouldn't say that.
Oh, all right, Gary.
Shouldn't have crossed the beams.
Wait, are we all done? Number 2? Yeah,
Okay.
Gary's number 1.
This is my number 2. How to build your own sports car. He can't use this because he already knows how to build a car.
Wait, how is this your number 2?
This should be your number 1, Gary. God,
Maybe it should be my number 1, but it doesn't matter.
No,
it shouldn't be anything.
I'm last, so how are we on your number 2?
Because I haven't done my number 2. You guys must have skipped over me. I don't know.
Well, now you're doing your 2, then your 1.
Yes, you go.
Okay, fine. This is my number.
So it's How to Build a Sports Car, a book on how to build a sports car. This is your number 2.
Yes.
Now, to be
He
fair,
couldn't
that's actually
use it
not
because
that
he
bad.
already knows how to do it.
I was thinking it was going to be a kit, which would have been retarded. But if it's a book,
Well, he
it
could
does
just
make some sense.
the book he could use as, a paperweight. He could use it to block doors.
A paperweight.
He could use it. He could use them. He could recycle the paper, have new paper, and then write notes. Make himself a journal.
He can use it as a paperweight to hold down his other copy.
I just realized what the problem with this is. You know what the problem with this podcast is? It's great on paper, but we're not MacGyver. So MacGyver probably could use this book and do something with it, but we're not clever enough to figure out what that is. That's the problem.
I've watched a lot of, this is kind of starting to hurt my theory of I know how to kill somebody and get away with it because I watched a lot of CSI.
Because I don't know what I would do with a book. I just said paperweight. First thing, paperweight.
And then your second thing was to recycle it so you could make notes. Apparently, you have a paper factory as well. Or does it just come with a little packet of seeds? You add some water and poof, paper recycling factory.
MacGyver could use it to, if he's locked in solitary, to read it to not lose his sanity. He could just read it like a nice book.
He would build himself a
It
television.
would go insane. How horrible would it be to know how to build your own sports car on a budget, mind you, and not be able to do it for years and years? If anyone needs to be able to do it on a budget, it's MacGyver. He needs how to build your own sports car while locked into a prison cell with no other supplies.
God damn it. All right, Gary, show us your number one.
Wonder if we just boosted Chris Gibbs' sales.
Yeah,
This is a terrible
go
book.
buy this.
It's a terrible book. Can't use it for anything. It's a good paper. It's a good paperweight. And it's good.
Number one, a condom.
Are you serious? Is he sterile? Because if he's sterile, he might have a point. But if not, I can think of a couple things he could use with it.
Waterproofing.
Waterproofing.
Yes.
I want to waterproof something. I don't.
Waterproof his gun.
I guess a barrel of a gun. But he doesn't use guns, so he can't use it.
He just got one from your number one.
It's got a bird on it, so you better watch out.
I think I
might
went
need a
reverse
couple.
order on mine.
Wraps them around the lights.
Condoms really stretch that big?
Seriously, they do.
Damn.
Okay, alright.
Now you're gonna go try it, aren't you?
No,
What do I have condoms for?
I'm with Roman on this one.
Yeah. Seriously. Here's my number one. I was supposed to preface this with something, but
Is
I
it
forgot.
a gym?
No. What would be MacGyver's most useful thing to have?
Swiss Army knife? Gary's gun?
Hardware store.
Oh, so this
So
is
what would be the least most useful thing, MacGyver? An empty hardware store.
an empty hardware store. God damn it. Oh, God.
Makes perfect sense. That's infallible logic right there.
I see a hammer in the background.
There's not a hammer in the background.
There is, I see it.
Not represent actual hardware store.
Hammer right there.
What? Where?
On the wall, you see it hanging? Kind of a big hammer.
If anything, it's a club that the cops use. It's the Billy Club.
All
It's
these
not a hammer.
all these light bulbs are working. You could build bombs out of those. And the sprinklers are working.
Who says the sprinklers are working?
You could build
Make the
bombs out
light-
of those.
Maybe the lights aren't actually on. They're just painted.
Look at all this floor. He could use this
He
floor
can take
for
the
stuff.
doors
Wait,
off.
he
strap
could
them
use
to his
flooring. Really?
He could
He
build,
could use
he could build bombs out of it.
bombs out of laminate.
body. But he could take the doors, strap them to his body, and write "I hate niggers" on it, and make like craft or sled.
No, you know what he writes? He writes, "I don't hate niggers."
With his jungle berries.
People will help him. Oh God!
Oh yeah.
He just assembled an army with your empty warehouse.
Jungle berries back here. He can use that to build bombs.
You can't make bombs out of everything, Rob.
Diver can.
Maybe we should just make assumptions on everything
This
that
is
he...
good though, Roman, because yours goes well with mine. Because I see what you picked. You tried to pick the most worthless, useless thing you could give to my MacGyver, and I can top you. Here is the worthless, most useless thing you could give to MacGyver.
A penny.
Gary.
Gary Coleman.
This isn't an actual picture of Gary, but it's Gary. Gary is useless. The entire time we're making this list, Gary's going, so, well, like, what kind of stuff can we use, guys? Anything MacGyver can't use. So, like a Death Star? Like a Death Star. So we had to make a rule, no Death Stars. Gary, you can't use a Death Star. That's what you thought. What can MacGyver not use? How about a Death Star? MacGyver can use a Death Star, trust me. Well, how we get to it, I don't fucking know.
That was actually actually my complaint is how does he actually go there? He would have to give the Russians millions of dollars to be, and actually, if we had a Death Star in such proximity to Earth, it would probably fuck up the whole rotational axis of it and like start careening us off into space.
It's only like the size of a moon. It would orbit around the Earth. It probably
the size of a moon to a normal planet.
It would fuck up the tides of the ocean. That's for sure. But
I appreciate yours. I still like mine though. I still like the idea of sandwich boards. White woman.
He does not appreciate those boards you made either, Roman. Gaary does not like those.
He made new ones with the doors from the warehouse.
Yeah, but those say I like mirrors. That's different.
Damn.
I think it's funny if you're saying I don't hate. God damn.
Thanks for joining us, folks. If you want to hear more of Gaary, Roamin, and Rob, make sure to check back every Wednesday night.